Hello YouTube, this is the Bucket coming at you today with my unboxing and range review of the High Point YC9 or the Yeet Cannon. So this gun has been a long time in coming. I believe they first came out with the prototype at SHOT Show in 2019, and now it's here in August of 2023. And the Yeet Cannon is out and ready for purchase. So I picked this one up as soon as I was brought to my attention by Tanfolio that these were out. I went ahead and bought one immediately. I made a mistake. The one that I got is just the standard Yeet Cannon, and it doesn't actually say Yeet Cannon right here. You can buy one that's engraved that actually has that on there. It's only like $5 more. I didn't know when I ordered it. I was so excited. That's a mistake by my part. They also have ones without a threaded barrel, and they also have ones that have a Crimson Trace red dot already mounted on it. So when you're thinking about picking one of these up, really take your time. Make sure that you're ordering the one that you want. Don't make a mistake like the Bucket did. As with most of the High Point kind of guns that they do have the Ghost Ring sight that will come with it, and it actually comes with a tool to mount that. Also comes with a trigger lock and a barrel tool, because this is a fixed barrel direct blowback design. One of the things I really like about it is it did come with a big manual that has tons and tons of information. It's quality paper. It looks like there's some color in it, although I think all the photos are black and white. But that's a really cool upgrade that they've done, so that's nice. Still comes in the classic High Point cardboard box. But then you can start playing with your new Yeet Cannon. So here we go. This is the YC9, again, from High Point. These come with a 4.12 barrel. It comes in at 34.2 ounces. It's a little bit bigger in all dimensions than the classic C9. But there's a lot of really cool things that they've done with the gun. So first of all, let's talk about the safeties. You get a grip safety here on the back. You get your basic slide safety here, and then you get a magazine disconnect safety as well. Some of the other things that they did is they have some really functional slide serrations. So we'll see, gun is clear. So you can really grab a hold of these slide serrations and manipulate the gun, which is awesome. Also, with the double stack magazine, because of the additional 2 rounds of capacity that you get some extra width in the gun. I think one of the big problems with the C9 was that the gun was so narrow, it being a single stack, and with it being a blowback, needing all that mass up on the top, it was very uncomfortable, verging on almost dangerous to, like, I wouldn't have put that in a new shooter's hands. There was just, the ergonomics weren't very good. This is a huge improvement. Also, the grips are a huge improvement. They've got the High Point logo texturing here. I wish they would have done that all the way up the top, because my thumb I felt like it was a little slick up there, but the grips are hugely improved. I feel a whole lot safer with that particular gun. You also have a Picatinny rail, so you can hang a light there if you want to, and then you have the threaded barrel if you want to run an optic. As well as that, they have a system here for you to be able to mount an optic plate or a Picatinny rail up here. I believe the plate that they have currently is an RMR plate, which is pretty much the one that you would want anyway. So as far as those are the improvements that you get with the gun. I'll tell you that the trigger leaves a lot to be desired. You know, again, you're spending $200 on a firearm. The fit and finish on the triggers are not going to be as good. So, but, you know, it, of course, didn't mean to. There's no slide release here. So, it's long, it's rough, you know, it's spongy. The reset is real long on this. So, okay, let's do this again. So if you pull the trigger, make sure your safety's down, and then you reset it. It's a long reset before you can get to more pew. So, you know, that's going to be something that you're going to have to train with this particular gun. You know, if you have maybe a Taurus G3, a Taurus G4C, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. The trigger is going to be a little bit more intuitive. I with it not having a slide release, when you want to practice your dry fire drills and like that, you're going to have to drop the slide to reset the striker. Then you're going to have to put the magazine back in before you can try practicing with that trigger again. Those are just going to be some things that you're going to need to practice with, which they aren't deal breakers. You can definitely do that. It's just going to be a little bit more time, a little bit more effort that you're going to have to put forward to getting proficient with it. Now, when these were released, all the YouTubers that had been given a dealer sample had done their reviews, and then they were released all the same day. There was some reliability issues that a lot of those YouTubers had. I was excited that I was going to get one of these and have a commercial run, because a lot of times those early production guns are going to have some more struggles. They're going to need to have some more fine tuning done, and those are the people doing the reviews on it. So this is a production gun, a commercial production gun, and mine ran flawlessly. I had no problems, no failures to feed, no failures to eject, no stove piping, nothing. This just ran reliably. I'll tell you that I was shooting my Spectre Comp, and I was shooting a Colt Police Mark III, and those are higher quality guns, and the triggers were a little bit more intuitive. It was a little bit easier to hit what I wanted to. That being said, after a few hundred rounds, I ended up being able to hold a group. It was a little low to the left. I had a little flyer here, and that, I think, is indicative of what you're going to have when you buy an inexpensive firearm. When you buy an inexpensive firearm, as long as it's reliable, you're going to be okay. But because the trigger's not as intuitive, because the sights may not be as good, because the trigger resets are going to be a little bit harder to pick up on, you're going to need to train a little bit more. You're going to need to put a little bit more rounds through it. So given another 500 rounds of this gun, I'm sure I would be hitting a little bit more accurately with it. That being said, the reliability piece was there for me, and I would have no problem telling somebody that they're going to be picking up from a quality company, people that take a great deal of pride in the products that they put out. So I really enjoyed getting an opportunity to have this gun, to shoot this gun, and to bring this review to you. So I want to thank you guys so much for being supporting the channel. The likes, the comments, the shares are really appreciated. And as always, you stay classy, YouTube.
I learned a lesson. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.